किसी के समझाए कोई नहीं समझता। तुम लाख किसी को समझाओ, उसी के हित की बात करो, किसी के समझाए कोई नहीं समझता। Your nearest kith, kin, friend may tell you something until they are blue in their face about something so obvious to them about you for you to realize it. But if you're not ready for it, if you're not ready to listen to it, if you're not ready to make changes, if you're not ready to become aware of it, no external force can make you recognize it. It is for me to recognize it. Even God cannot recognize it. For you, temporarily, yes, but eventually it's me who have to become aware of my own stuff, whether it is my own patterns, whether it is my own weaknesses, whether it is on my own strength, whether it is my own mission, whether it is my own purpose in life, whatever it is that is mine, I am the one who have to recognize it. I am the one who have to become aware of it. I am the one who has to realize it. If I have not paid attention to my inner child, if I myself has not paid attention to my own inner child, which is the most intimate, most delicate, most needy part of myself, then how will I let anybody else do it for me? So this freedom is a double-edged sword. I am free to recognize it and I'm free not to recognize it. That proves that how eternally absolute patient God must be and must have been. I have to recognize my own self-worth. Self-confidence also comes from within. Nobody can give you self-confidence. So what is my inner child? Or inner children. Inner child is an aspect of my personality that has not grown at the same pace as the rest of me, or a splinter child was a result of a traumatic experience. And the traumatic doesn't have to be traumatic in real sense, but traumatic for that child of that age, whether it was single digit or a teen or an adult. And fear of loss of love can make us do all kinds of compromising things because we are afraid of losing love. Could be of a parent, could be of any person. So now when that inner child is triggered, it acts in its old way as if the trauma has taken place, even though there is no trauma in the current time and place, but the trigger, the situation, the conversation, whatever it is that triggered you in the current time can sort of wake up that inner child. An inner child was a result of a trauma in the past. And the inner child acts now or behaves, more important than that, feels. The inner child feels as if that old trauma has taken place. But that current situation trigger was enough. And I feel now what my inner child feels, not what my adult self feels. And it is such a queasy, difficult, impossible feeling at a time. And I don't know what to do about the situation because I'm afraid to lose love. And what do? I have to look at that fear straight in the eye and sort of say, fine, I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to lose it all. It is that ultimate surrender. It's like letting go of yourself, letting go of that fear, letting go of the trauma that the inner child has been holding on to. So that feeling that the inner child feels is what I feel today. Recognize that feeling inside me, which is the same as the recognition of the feeling with the inner child from the past traumatic situations, and perhaps make connections with multiple traumatic situations related to that inner child and really feel that feeling, really allow that feeling to be felt and finally mature itself, resonate with what your inner child feels. Allow that feeling that your inner child is feeling to be completely felt without any judgment, without any fear of loss of love or anything else. And go along with it. Go along with your inner child that fine, I am willing to lose it. Because that trauma situation made the heart closed of the inner child because the child was too afraid to lose love. He says, okay, don't be afraid. Well, how can I not be afraid? What if I lose love? All right, what if you lose love? It's like that. What if you do? But I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to feel whatever I feel. I allow my inner child to express itself, to feel whatever it is wanting to feel for the longest time. And because I don't want to feel what my inner child feels because it is too painful, finally say, fine, I will feel it. I'm willing to let go of the potential gain. I'm willing to let go of that love. I'm willing to face my fears. I'm willing to accept my fears. Instead of running away from my fears, I'm willing to accept my fear, accept the loss of love, the ultimate sacrifice. Sacrifice cannot be a sacrifice if it is made for the reward that is imminent, because sacrifice doesn't see any reward. Sacrifice is made for the sake of sacrifice. All that inner child wants is my love, is my attention, is my resonance, to be with the inner child, feeling what the inner child feels, not judging, being one with the inner child. And being patient, whatever time it takes, and being fully there. Stop all the presses. Nothing really matters. Nothing else really matters. It's my inner child and my inner child only. Loving my inner child 100%. I love me.